Joining me now is Paulo Sotero, a longtime Brazilian journalist and director of the Brazil Institute at the Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars. I think Paulo did a nice job of kind of setting the table for us. There's a lot of moving pieces here. Obviously, Dilma Rousseff trying to, it's almost a game of chess saying, let's do this, and then you've got, it, so kind of set the stage for us. How do you see things evolving in the next weeks, months?
Well, in the next weeks, it's a very sad ending of the mandate in the political life of the first woman to reach the presidency in Brazil, a president that was very popular in her first 2 years of mandate, but then lost control of the economy and ended up doing things that are constitutionally prohibited, ended up being indicted. Well, around this crisis, as you know, and viewers by now should know that there is an enormous corruption scandal that involves her party and the allied parties of this coalition. She is suspended. She will likely become a defendant at a trial that will occur in the Senate under the presidency of the Chief Justice of Brazil. It is very likely, as Paulo Cabral mentioned, that by the end of this month, she will be removed from office, and acting president, Vice President Michel Temer, that, by the way, was elected with her twice, will become the constitutional president of Brazil.
Temer wants us to move quickly, but this can be a laborious effort, can it?
Yes, not the process of electing him. He will probably be the
But this
president.
whole impeachment process, the senators have a chance to talk. I mean, this could go on for a while.
But it will take, it looks like by the 29th of this month, the process is over and then he takes over. Now, what continues is the economic crisis that depends on the resolution of a major political crisis that will continue. There is a problem that Mr. Temer has, which is one of asserting his authority, of pushing reforms to address the major problem in Brazil. He inherited from Dilma Rousseff, and she inherited from her predecessors, is a fiscal crisis. Brazil has to get a hold of its fiscal situation. Otherwise, Brazil will not resume a path of growth, of income distribution that led to some of Brazil's success in recent past. So it requires a lot of political negotiation, and there is pending, as Paulo correctly mentioned, the Lava Jato, the Petrobras corruption investigation that will continue to torment politicians in Brazil.
More dominoes will follow, you think?
Most likely, the people that have been cited for investigations are, including potentially members of the current cabinet, leaders of political parties, businessmen. So this will continue. Brazilian society has proved to be so far very resilient, very supportive of the anti-corruption investigations, because there is, and it's recognized in Brazil, there was a systemic problem of corruption. It's not the garden variety corruption that you have in many countries. It was a system of corruption that has to be dismounted, has to be taken apart, so the country with such a potential like Brazil, which is being governed under democracy, with all the contestation to the impeachment, the fact is this is being done under the rule of law. Dilma Rousseff's lawyers have actually legitimized this by going to the Senate defending her. If this was not a legitimate process, they should have avoided doing that. So it's going to take place. I hope the end of this process will be more sober than what we saw on April 17th in the House of Representatives, where there was a circus-like atmosphere, because this is, Mike, a sad moment. This is the second time in less than 25 years that Brazil will be impeaching a president. This is not a good average.
No, it's not. Paulo, always a delight having you on. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Pleasure.